Sometimes things go right, sometimes things go wrong, but what matters if we get along? As long as me alright, we alright, I'm alright with you, you alright with me too. Then we pull down the shades and make sure we get made two from the one. We make sure that we have a whole lot of fun. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun 752 Daily Go Get It, Miss Just for You. And tonight we're talking about why buy the cow when you get the milk for free. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? You ain't gotta pay for the little filly. You can do what you want. We've heard that phrase ever since we were little. We've heard our moms, dads, grandparents, especially our grandparents, talking about why buy the milk when you can get the cow for why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? And we're normally talking about a man who is sexually active with a woman who has not married her or who he doesn't have plans to marry, at least in the view of other people who are probably not even in that relationship. But we're going to talk about it tonight, and we're going to try to see if there's a deeper meaning, something that we have not explored, things that we have not talked about before that may come out of that phrase. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? It's kind of insulting to a woman. I think so. I think that's kind of insulting to a woman. First of all, why you referring to him as a cow? Even though a female bovine animal is a cow. Not just cows, though. Cows and bulls. There are other species of the bovine type or species that are also called a cow. Big animals. Big non-meat eating animals. So anyway, when people start getting other people's relationships and they start asking, why, if y'all supposed to be together, if y'all supposed to be good with each other, how come y'all haven't gotten married yet? Why ain't he marrying you? Why hasn't he put a ring on your finger? Why haven't y'all set a date? Why hasn't he got on his knee? Why haven't he? Why haven't he? Well, maybe for a lot of people, it stands to reason that there may be smoke where there's fire when it comes to that. Why hasn't somebody stepped up to the plate and done what you have expected them to do, or what you've asked them to do, or what you thought that they would do by now? Some couples are together for years and years and years, and as long as they're happily together, that really should be all that matters. But we know how the world goes, and we know how the world turns. So the world says, nah, you got to put a ring on that thing. Well, all right. Consenting adults that can make their own decisions about whether they want to enter the field of holy matrimony. But it is a personal choice, and it's a personal choice between two people who are involved with each other. So when you hear the term, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? The thing that I find to be more offensive, or should I say the most offensive?
What's up, my brother? How you feeling?
No. Let's get this out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Well, I was looking for something. Over here on this screen over here. Anyway, yeah. When they say, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? One of the things that I find most insulting about it is because is that, I should say, first of all, they're telling a woman that she should not treat her man in a good way. First of all, it's saying that the milk is actually sex. So it's kind of given the connotation that in order for a man to be able to have sex with a woman, he should marry her, or he has to be married. And we all know that's not true. We all know that that's not a hint of truth or fact in that. But they are insinuating that if a woman engages in sexual behavior with her man, then he has no incentive, he has no motivation to try to marry her. But if she holds out on not only sex, but maybe making sure that she doesn't treat him like a husband, like she doesn't treat him like a man would want to be treated. In other words, so she ain't gonna cook for him, she ain't gonna clean for him, she ain't gonna be gentle and kind and sweet to him, she definitely ain't giving up none of the draws. You gotta put a ring on it in order to get all of that. Now, I don't know how much any of you are associated with acting, entertainment. If any of you have ever been in a play or musical production or any type of thing dealing with entertainment. And the reason that I'm bringing that up is that you have to audition. If you want to play in a band, you're going to have to audition. If you want to be an actor in a play or a movie or film or whatever, you got to audition. If you are not already a big name, then you got to audition. And there have been people who have been big names in Hollywood that have still had to audition, because even though they may have had the physical characteristics that producers and directors and developers were looking for, they weren't sure if they were the right fit for that role. So they made them come in and do a screen test. A screen test is an audition. You know, when you get bigger, when you get, start climbing up the ladder, they don't want to call it a straight up audition, because that's almost supposed to be insulting. It's supposed to be insulting, so they call it a screen test. You got to go do a screen test, but a screen test is an audition of a different name. What up, Care Bear? Thanks for coming on through there. And she says, I've heard this saying my whole life. Believe it or not, people are saying that about employers who use employees without compensation or promotions. Well, ain't that a mother? Oh, Lord. Okay, we good. We good. Did it get dark to y'all? It seemed like the I don't know. To me, it seemed like it got like the screen got a little dark. Oh, well, I'm trying something. I'm always coming through with the handy dandy. Clean that joint off. Clean that joint off. Okay. Everybody says yes, but only a little. Erica Burton says yes. I see it. What happened? What happened? What happened? Why get dark? Why get dark? Why get dark in here? Anyway, let's continue. This is gonna be all right. So it makes me wonder. All right, since we're talking about auditions or whatever, to me, I've always said that if you want to get married, your relationship is an audition to get married. And that's not even just on the female end. You know how they say that a man controls marriage, a woman controls sex. Okay, I don't even have a problem with that. That has a hint of truth to it. Now, neither one of them are in total control, because there have been plenty of men who had to ask their girlfriends or their love interests to marry them. So they're not in total control. It's not like a man can go out there and just find any woman that he wants and be like, yo, you want to be my wife? You know what I mean? Because look, I'm taking wife auditions and applications, whatever. So, you want to be married. Don't you want to be married? Look, I'm a man. I control marriage. So, what you trying to do? It's not like that. The same way that even though, people like to say that a woman can have sex with any man that she wants, like, you know, like she can just walk down the street and see any man that she wants and be like, yo, we can do the nasty, me and you. It sounds good, but from what I know, every living person, male and female, has somebody in their life that they wanted to get with who didn't want to have shit to do with them. I don't care how beautiful you are, how pretty, how handsome, how rich, how talented, how smart, how whatever your greatest attributes are. Nobody has the total 100% pick of the litter of the world out here. Nobody. So where do we get that from? So the same way that we say, you know, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free is the same way that we say that men control marriage and women control sex. Nobody's in 100% total control. And if you really want to be with somebody, then I think it would be a good idea to let them know that that's what you want. All that playing hard to get or, you know, holding out and all that kind of stuff, that makes sense if you really don't know what you want, if you're unsure about what you want, or you really don't want something and you see it as a good opportunity, but you don't really want it. So you're trying to kind of flee it off. I did that this summer. This summer, I was looking for a new job, and I got a job offer in this hotel, a very popular international hotel chain. You know, y'all, I'm sure y'all have heard of it. I'm not going to go into it. But anyway, they made me the job offer, but I didn't like the hours of the job, and I really didn't like the salary. The salary was more than I was making, but the hours were more. So it was hustling backwards. It didn't make any sense to me. So they made me one offer, and I was like, nah, we good. They came back. They made a counter offer. They got it up to where I wanted, but I kept telling them yes, and then I kept calling them back and telling them no, I need more. I need more. You know why I was doing that? I was doing that because I really didn't want to take the job. I didn't like the way that it was set up. And so I kept pricing them out of the range. So I finally got to a price where they were unwilling to pay because it was $17. I'm sorry, 17,000 more than they had originally offered. They made me one offer and came up off of 15,000 more. So I upped it to 17. Now they first started at 10 above. I was like, nah, I can't do it. So they was like, how about like 63, 64? I said, I'll think about it. I think I said yes. And then I called them back and was like, nah, I can't do it. Give me this. And they didn't respond. Then they came back. Like, all right, we're going to give you that. You sure you good with that? I was like, yeah, I'm good with that. We hung up. Called them back. Like, nah, I need 2,000 more than that. And that's how we got to, and, you know, basically, I was trying to get them not to agree. I mean, sure, I could have just kept it a buck with them. Like, listen, well, I did keep it a buck with them. I said, listen, it's not enough money. It's not. Y'all getting way more hours and time than y'all paying for. I might as well stay where I am. I told them that, but they wanted me bad, but not enough to keep playing. They saw I was playing games with them. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm like, so I look at that as the same way as I look at a woman who holds out on either pussy or being nice to her man or showing interest or being loving or affectionate or I don't know, something that he likes. Maybe he likes the way she cooks, so she ain't do it. She won't do it. Maybe, you know, like she'll cook for him once. You know what I mean? Basically dangling the carrot in front of the mule. Like, yeah, you like the way that tastes? Yo, you could get that every night, but you can't get that. What they say on the internet? You can't give a boyfriend wife treatment. because then you'll never be a wife. And I'm thinking like, a man, any man with half a brain, he knows when he got his woman. He knows. I don't know what other niggas go through, but I ain't never been with a woman that I didn't think I was with. I just keeping it a buck. I've never been with a woman where I was worried about if she leave out that door, the next man is going to snatch up. I'm like, because if that's the case, I already know what I'm working with. And I don't know, my ego is too big to put up with that shit. So if it was ever happening, it was a secret to me. But everybody is not everybody, and I get all of that. But if a man allows a woman to play games with him like that, like, well, you know, you got to give me what I want in a permanent role, so you can keep getting these things that any decent girlfriend, any loving girlfriend would give you on a regular basis. So I guess she gonna hold out on the ass, like, yeah, I know you like this stuff, don't you? Well, I'm gonna dole it out to you like every other week. You know what I'm saying? You can get some like every third Wednesday. Yeah, we gonna do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Every second Friday, you know, something like that. But of course, there has to be dinner and a movie and a show attached to that. And by the way, you know what I mean? I got a couple of bills I need you to pay. Ain't no big bills, you know. But you know, these things add up. So I got this Netflix bill for you. See, cheap. But I got a Netflix, I got a Spotify, I got a Hulu, I got a Amazon Prime. You know, just the Prime Video, Joe. Don't worry about it. But I got a premium channel. I need Showtime, and I need, you know, because I watch The Chi on Showtime, and I got this Stars bill. You know, I got the Stars bill because I gotta watch, you know, Power and P Valley. So, almost forgot. Got an internet bill. I mean, ain't no big deal, but you know, these little acts, they add up. They add up. So I don't have no cable, but you know, these apps, they add up. I need this, and you know, every month I'm coming around. You know what I'm saying? You know. So this over here costs $12.99. This one over here $9.99. Ain't no money. But this like, if you wife me, if we make it to the altar, you ain't got to pay for none of this. It'll come out of both of our checks. You good, honey? Some men will go for it. One thing is for sure. If your granddaddy was a trick and your daddy was a trick, you a trick. Because that's what you learn. You've learned, like, you don't have no woman before you go in your wallet. And I ain't mad at you. If that's what you and your woman or you and your women have agreed on, so be it. But we're talking about why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free. So to me, that's like telling our young women that you know, don't give up no ass. But if you give up some ass, make sure you get a check. Of course, when things are good, we look at that one way, and when things are bad, we look at it another way. But nonetheless, still we rise, right? All right. So that's what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Getimism Show. But is there a deeper meaning to this whole why buy the milk when you can get the cow for free? I mean, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? I'm sorry. I don't use this term enough. Is there a deeper meaning? Because, you know, I'm looking at it like, okay, they might be talking about, the old heads might strictly be talking about giving up sex. You know, Don't have sex with your man too much. Give him enough. Give him a sample. Give him a sample like crack. Let him know, like, yo, this is good shit. Give him a sniff of that coke. You know what I mean? Definitely let him stick it in, but don't keep letting him stick. You know what I mean? Dole that thing out. Give it to him like he get a paycheck. Either every week or every 2 weeks. But don't be letting him stick whenever he want to stick. But there might be a deeper meaning to it, because the way I'm looking at it is that not only are you telling her not to give up the yams, but you may also be telling her not to treat her man in a decent way. Don't be a lady to your man until he pay for a lady. Be more like a girl, because you know a girl is not taking care of herself. She's not independent. She's just a girl. Little girls sleep at night. But you know, it is what it is. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. But make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the show. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. Share the show too. Share the show. What up? What up, Cal Chamberlain, me friend, me favorita, and Bobby C. All up in the house. Good looking. Good looking. Cal Chamberlain says, hey, y'all, stayed awake tonight. That's what's up. That's what's up. Listen, I apologize for never, being sure when we're going to come on. But you can best believe if I get home at a decent hour, this thing is going to happen. This thing is going to happen. This is called the Daily Go Getimism Show. This ain't called the every other daily or when he get off of work. But I want y'all to know that tomorrow is my late day at work. So I ain't saying that the show ain't going to happen, because it is. But it probably ain't going to happen until like 11:30. But that's kind of like now. By the way, if y'all would like to call into the show, y'all can call into the show. The number to call is area code 319-527-6199. Once again, the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. You can call in, speak your piece. You know what I mean? You can yell, scream, cuss, get loud, cry. You can complain. You can vent. You can get it off your chest. You can keep it a secret. Whatever you want to do. 319-527-6199. And we are talking about why buy the cow if you getting the milk for free. I said, why buy the cow when you're getting the milk for free? I said, why buy the cow? Why buy the cow? Why buy the cow when you getting the milk for free? Yeah, talk to me. Barbara Hill CC says, my notifications popped up from YouTube, so I caught you before closing my eyes. Good looking. Good looking. I know you always do watch the replay. Cat Chamberlain. That's a good look. I appreciate me some you. But yeah, so what do y'all think? Since, the majority of y'all are women in the chat, what do y'all think? Do you go by, since our old heads, our grandparents, our parents may have been saying this all of our lives, advising you, not to get all in with a man and let him use you for years and years and years, milking you, taking away all your good poo nanny years, having your babies and he ain't marrying you. And what they say? He won't marry you, but then, he'll date you for 5 years and won't marry you, but then he'll meet a chick on the internet, and in 5 months, they married. And I be thinking, when I hear about stories like that, I be like, so let me get this straight. So, he was with you for 7 years and he didn't marry you. and he met this chick on the internet, and in 7 months they was married, and they like, yeah, ain't that fucked up? And I'm like, fucked up for who? I'm like, fucked up for who? Because I'm looking at it like, if he was with you for 7 years and didn't marry you, but he married a chick in 7 months, you think he gonna be good with that chick that he knew for 7 months and married? You should feel sorry for him, because evidently it took you 7 years to realize that you was dealing with an impulsive bum. Word life. For 7 years, you was dealing with an impulsive bum, and you think he was holding out on you. How you know it wasn't the universe, God in the universe, holding out on him? How you know that God in the universe, whatever you believe in, how do you know it wasn't showing you exactly what you're not supposed to do while actually giving you the experience of what you should want and have over a period of time? It might not have been meant for you to be married during that time, but now you know what it is. So after 7 years, you would have married this nigga that had the potential to marry somebody in 7 months. Hopefully you didn't have kids by him, but you probably did if it was in your younger years. So your kids have the impulsiveness to meet somebody over the internet, hook up with him, and be married to him in 7 months. And then you're gonna say shit like, yeah, you never know somebody. You could know somebody for years and and not really know them. I don't know. I don't even know who these motherfuckers talking about. I ain't never known nobody for 7 years and think I ain't know them. I don't care if we wasn't around each other every day. I don't care if we only interacted. If I know you, I know you. And if I don't, I don't. But that, I don't know, that sounds crazy to me. That don't sound crazy to y'all? I guess it depends on what you consider knowing somebody. Because just like we say, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? We also say things like, the real you is the bad part of you. You know what I mean? You know how we say that we know somebody, but until we find out their sinister motives and their bad, evil, side of themselves, we say we don't really know them. So just knowing the good potential of somebody is not good enough. You got to know that, in a tight spot, they get afraid and run away and, do things that they regret. But that's the real them. So you could have knocked 10 niggas out on some brave shit, but that one time you ran, that's the real you. I'm not saying that, but that's what niggas say. Am I lying? I bought you a bouquet of roses 10 times. 10 times in 2 years. Bouquet of roses. And not just on no Valentine's Day, birthday, special occasion. Like, I just shot you a bouquet of roses 10 times in 2 years. But when maybe you found another girl's name in my phone or number in my phone, that was the real me. Right? That's what we say. No? I mean, is that what I know? It can't just be me. Is that not what we say? It's always the bad part of a person. That's the real part, right? That's the real. I'm trying to get this thing to lighten up again. I wonder what I did. What'd I do? What it do? What it do? Okay. But yeah, Barbara Hill CC says, I've known you over a decade and we both changed and grew for the better. Oh. Yeah, but what's the real me? You know, when I knew you, I mean, I drank, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I mean, to some people who haven't seen my progression, that was the real me. People like the bad shit. They like for that to be the real. You know? So regardless of how good you do, the bad thing is supposed to be the real you. But it doesn't work the other way. It couldn't be like if you're consistently bad, but then you fuck around and do some good shit for somebody, really help them out from the heart. No strings attached, no paybacks, no nothing. But that's not the real you. The real you is that bad person. That just shows you how we get stuck in our negativity and how we fuel each other's negativity and don't even feel no kind of way about it. Okay. But that is what it is. It's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Have you done it? Are you there? Does it feel like that? Does it feel that way? I don't know. I'm a big fan of doing what you want to do. That's just me. Every couple doesn't have an agreement to be married. Everybody who's in a relationship, even a serious relationship, doesn't necessarily want to be married. There are people who have been married before who don't want to get married again. Of course, there are people who have been married before who insist on getting married again. There are people who have gotten married before who got married, made mistakes, and they want to correct those mistakes. I mean, I can't be mad at that. That's cool. Where the problem comes in is when two people aren't on the same page. So what happens when y'all not on the same page? What happens? Disagreements happens, miscommunication happens, separation happens, misunderstandings happen. And the way that the events of the whole thing were reported to each other is misreported. Oh yeah, well, such and such did me wrong. They did me wrong. They dated me too long. They did me wrong. They did me wrong. They dated me too long. Dated me too long. Didn't put no ring on my finger. I was dead like a dead ringer. I was fly for my man. I was fly for my girl. I considered them to be my world, but it wasn't like that to them. And so I was left out in the rain feeling pain, and I feel like I wasted my best years, and I ain't gonna do it no more. But why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me just tell women out there one thing. I don't care if your pussy is so good that a nigga still be coming days after y'all had sex. Like he's still having residual effects the next day. He at work like, yes, sir, I have those reports ready. I'll be in the meeting in just a second. I need to use the little boy's room. I don't care if your shit make him do that. I don't care if your pussy is so good it acts like a magnetic field for his dick. Like the pussy is all the way over here. His dick is all the way over here. It's like, what the hell? No matter how good your physical attributes are, A man will only fall in love with who you are on the inside. Not those insides. That's like the icing on the cake. The real thing is you. So if a man wants to be married to you, he's not marrying the pussy. So it's not about the milk. He ain't no man gotta marry no woman in order to have sex. And every woman who is held out on a man, withheld sex from a man, whether they was married or not, found out that she can easily be replaced in that regard. So there can be many reasons why your man hasn't stepped to you about getting married. And some of those things you may already know about, some of those things you may agree with. But there is no accounting for you and your man or your woman being on the same page. But other people can come in and influence the whole situation. And that's when things start to get murky. That's when things start to get a little sour. That's when things start to go a little left. But it's up to you and that person who you are in love with or who you want to be with to decide which direction your future is going to go into. So when somebody says to you, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Don't reduce yourself to being milk, and don't reduce yourself to being a cow. Personally, I love cows. Moo, moo, wah, wah. The black and white kind. Wah, wah, wah. Barbara Hill CC says, I say to just choose each other. Touch and agree to fuck with each other. Keep re-upping. I don't see me living with anyone. It may happen though. Never say never, son. I mean, living together is getting the cow, getting the milk for free, ain't it? It's really not. I mean, maybe it's just because I've never been married before, but I don't see anything that married people can do on the streets that unmarried couples can't do. Now, and for official things, contractual things, yeah. So marriage is the most recognized and respected institution in the world. Yeah, it's the strongest. It's the strongest. There's not no stronger. But just make sure you make that decision for yourself. So all of that holding out, all of that, no, you ain't getting none of this milk. No milk. Got milk? Yeah, I got milk, but you ain't getting no milk. You gonna be thirsty. Drink some water. Yeah, but I got cereal. I'm not eating no cereal with no water. Give me some of your milk, girl. No. Let's do these birthday shout outs, y'all. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious November 14th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. We get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. We get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. We get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. Make sure I got this right. Okay. Ace Boogie. Happy birthday to you, Ace. And also Nettie Bailey turning 43 years old today, and she's raising money for the fundraiser for Autism Speaks. And also Tommy Davis. Happy birthday to you. And Janelle Cocroft. Happy birthday. And Faladoon. Ambimbola Evelyn. So I guess it's really, African names are different. All right. And also Kedian Wint turning 34 years old today. And Elaine Jones turning 50 years old today. And T. Williams, happy birthday to you. And my girl, Kim Forshawn. Happy birthday to you. And last but not least, my girl go-getter Rasheen Beard. And also Kim Fortune is the go-getter. Also, I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all a good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious November 14th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Lock out, lock on and do the damn, lock out, lock on and do the damn, lock out, lock on and do the damn thing. You do the thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen, man, yo. Why buy the milk when you can get the cow for free? I guess I'm just not going to get this right tonight. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Well, you might want to sell milk.
60 seconds.
Yeah. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Because you might want to sell your own milk. You might want to mix up your own special milk. And not only that, but nothing that has ever been free has lasted very long. So you better get that cow, secure that cow. Think about it like this. If the milk is free, then how much can the cow cost? Huh? If the milk is free, how much can the cow cost? You've been giving me the milk for free. All I need to do is buy you some hay. And we can all eat hay. I bought you some some hay. We can all eat hay. I bought you some hay and we can all eat hay. Barbara Hill CC says, "Yep, I'm giving the milk away in exchange for the male equivalent. Holding out is me doing without too." Well, anybody with a half a brain and half a body knows that. But it's good to know that you're too horny, Barbara. You know what I mean, to be holding out. Good look. Give up the milk. Milk. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night, somewhere around 11:30, somewhere between 11:30 and 12 o'clock. But we're going to have a show tomorrow. There ain't no stop. Eep, op, or ah. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. So Blog Talk, we going to get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah. Goodbye. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Peace, y'all. Have a good night.